Dale's okay. I guess he's all right, isn't he?
Rescue workers are helping Dale Earnhardt to get out of his car.
Those are the kind of accidents that absolutely are frightening.
We were in Daytona right after it happened. I guess it was that Tuesday. You know, I walked out on the dock there and kind of by myself and just sat there and thought about a lot of things. And I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Rockingham with Kevin Harvick.
I was nowhere even close to ready. But when you're young like that and you have to go at some point.
I said, Kevin, what you're going to do, this is going to change your life forever.
I struggled madly with the fact that I had to drive Dale Earnhardt's car. I hated it. I hated every part of it. I'd say up until a couple of years ago, I really didn't wrap my arms around it. And I finally came to grips with the fact that those comparisons, they weren't trying to tell you something that was bad. It was, you know, being compared to something that was really good.
With his attitude and his drive and his spirit, I knew that he could get the job done when it was time.
Kevin Harvick up against the wall in turn 4.
The bad luck for this 29 car just continues in 2009.
We all felt going into 2009 that we were going to really be good.
When things aren't going well, I'm not the most comfortable guy to be around. Well, hopefully it's wrecked bad enough to where we can't drive it anymore.
Out of the right rear and tighten this mother up.
You know, as we went through the middle last year, you know, it got pretty heated.
I'm tired of listening to your excuses, Richard.
Damn it. Drive the car, man. I'm getting tired of you now. Drive that car.
Having your car as fast as it'll go.
Probably done a lot of things that we shouldn't have said or done, but you know, he always told me to be myself from the first day that I started.
If you haven't driven a race car and been in a lot of those situations, it's hard to understand why these drivers do what they do.
The best part about Richard is the fact that he used to be a driver, and that's probably saved my job 2 or 3 times for sure.
Well, Kevin and I have always had a relationship that we speak our piece.
You know, sometimes my approach can be pretty harsh and straightforward.
That's one thing about Kevin. You never have to second guess what's on his mind. He'll tell you.
Was I prepared to walk out? Yes. If the performance didn't get to where it needed to be, he wanted the same things that I wanted. It just took a little while to get to that common ground.
You know, sometimes I get a little hard-headed, and I think between both of us wanting the same thing so bad, we just had to figure out how to get it. You know, once we made those changes, we started seeing progress at the end of 2009, and it carried on over into 2010.
You gotta love the way Kevin Harvick's driving this race car this year.
Great freaking job.
What a difference a year makes. It'll be his 3rd win of 2010.
I can't believe we're in Michigan.
When things go tough like it was in 2009, that shows a real strength of a company and a team if you can bring everybody back from being so far down.
You know, I think we've done a great job of evolving up until this point to put ourselves in this position. In 2001, he could have very easily just said, you know what, I've done my thing and it's been great, but I'm done. And his whole goal is to get up there and sit on that stage for a 7th time and with somebody else besides Dale.
I think it would come full circle. It would put a great feeling toward our whole operation.
Whether we win or lose, I felt like we put forth a great effort. But I think as you look at all the things at RCR, it's that last piece that needs to be in the trophy case.